All right, guys, welcome back. Today we have a interview a little bit different. The weather is really bad, so we're going to do a little interview here. I'm with Michael, and I believe he's one of my subscribers. He reached out to me via email, and we got talking. We're from the same town, so we're gonna hear his story and see how he's doing. What's up, Mike? How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. Cold, rainy.
Yeah, yeah, cold for sure. Yeah, so real quick, guys, there's a little bit of lag, but the audio is perfect. So yeah, just bear with us. Um, so Michael, so what's your situation right now, man? You're from Tucson, right?
Yeah, born and raised in Tucson. I grew up on the north side at first. I went to Mountain View High School. I dropped out around probably sophomore, junior year, and no, my parents were both homeless, drug addicts, So I was living with my grandparents. Was able to get away with a lot of shit. So by the time I turned 16, I got out of the crib and I was at plenty of different houses and just hopping around and shit. School. Haven't got my high school diploma yet, but I'm working on that shit. But then made my way, farther and farther and farther into town, and just ended up over here, out here in the desert by Del Sol.
Okay, right on, man.
hmm
So how'd you find my channel? Just randomly on YouTube?
Yeah, so I watch a lot of people that do these type of interviews, like in different states even. But I'll watch the Tucson ones and the Phoenix ones, and I came across yours. And there's a few people on there that I've seen. I don't know them personally, but I've seen around certain spots. I think Daniel was one. I think, and there was also a girl that I know that she walks around sometimes when I'm in town. So I was like, oh, that's what's up. This guy's local, and he's around here.
Oh wow, yeah, that's wild. I got to
hmm
get those. I got to get those channels from you. You know, I love seeing stuff that's local to Tucson as well. Um, so
Yeah.
what is your what are you addicted to right now?
Blues have been yeah, about 5 years ago. They came into town. I don't know if they came into town really 5 years ago, but that's when they hit, and my all my homies started, like, we went from doing the regular perks 30s to doing these ones that all of a sudden were like hitting harder, and then we learned that if you smoke them, they hit you real hard on the spot, and it was game over from there.
Yeah. Is there a big difference from the like the regular blues versus the blues that are out now?
Yeah, big difference. I mean, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, they had these things called popcorns, and they smell like popcorn everywhere and shit. And those are pretty strong. And those were going at the time. People said they get them for like 15. I used to get them for $20 a pop. And nowadays, you got ones that only sell for like one or two a pop, and they don't smell like popcorn. They smell different. I don't know how to explain the smell,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Do they
a lot different.
man, I remember the regular blues back in the day. I would wake up and I'd snort two of them, right? That was my morning coffee. When they hit, it was like a euphoric right? Like a euphoric feeling. Um, do you get like a euphoric feeling from these that are out right now? Like a euphoric high feeling?
Yeah, yeah. Me personally, I don't try to smoke them to where I'm zombified, where I'm slumped over, touching my head to my toes. I use them to get well. If I don't smoke them, I'll wake up in the morning and my back won't move, my legs won't work, just my body won't work. And so, that first hit just gets you set for the day and able to work.
Randy, hold on, Randy. He's
Oh
doing the
shit,
interview.
my bad.
Randy, he's doing the interview. Hold on.
My house owner. Yeah, he's good. We good,
That's
bro.
all.
But yeah, um, you just kind of take that first hit in the morning compared to the old ones, and they don't slump you over like the regular ones do. There's nothing else like it. So
Yeah. So you're in a storage container right now. How'd you get hooked up with that?
So I was staying around like the bus stops by Tucson Mall to Hono. That started getting pretty crazy. Like there's a lot of murders that I heard that are over there that are unsolved. So once I started hearing about that, I started getting out of there. And then my mom's homeless, and I ran into her again. And I hadn't really talked to her in a few years. So when I did, I was kind of just like, you know what, let's see if we can link up and see what we can do together. And we were eventually, hopping to her friends' houses, but it would only be for like a night or two at a time. And then we came to her friends out here, and I met this homie walking down the street. We both do blues and stuff. And he saw that I was struggling, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like I got a shipping container that I live in, and it's on this dude's land." And so we pay like, I think like 350, or not 350, like 250 a month. And yeah, he just lets us chill on the land. I got my own like little spot bed. We got a fridge. I don't know if it's so we got like a fridge, storage container. Up there's our microwave. Over there we got like a dining table and shit. And this front spot's we got like a carpet living room area.
Wow. Oh shit. There we go. The volume. Is it muted? Wait. Yeah, I think your mic's muted, brother. On mute. Can't mute.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it looked like the mic was muted. All right, we should be good.
Yeah, it was. I
Wow.
accidentally clicked. So yeah, we're working on getting installation. We're just gonna try to put it in these little spots, these little squares and stuff. I mean, like it gets cold as fuck at night, man. And when you're going through your withdrawals, like if you wake up in the middle of the night going through your sweat starts to freeze, bro, and you're just shaking, and you gotta wake up the homie and be like, "Hey, turn the heater around towards me, or turn the heater around towards you."
Yeah.
And that's just how we're making it work right now.
Man, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're getting by, man. That's good. At
Mm.
least you have some people that you got staying with you. And,
Yeah,
yeah. So I always forget to
no,
ask
definitely,
people.
it's a lot. Mhm.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I always forget to ask
Yeah,
people.
Wait,
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Okay, cool, cool. So, and how long have you been
Yeah,
on the blues?
5 years. So since I was 20.
All right. So, what'd you do before blues? Like, how was life like before then?
So like, right in high school, when I got taken away from my mother, and my mother, she was like my last parent I was with. My dad was already on the streets. My mom had just got addicted to stuff around my like 13 to 15 age, and we got sent away when I was like 15 to live with my grandparents. And my grandparents couldn't really afford enough, so I was in adopted families, the foster care. And luckily, I had a family that took me in for about like 2 or 3 years. And so they had me in wrestling. They had me, trying to get my academics up and stuff. But kind of just ran away from that shit and didn't really stick with it. And then just kind of stuck to the streets. Started selling shit at one point, boosting, all that shit. Not trying to self-incriminate, but I mean, that's back in the day before I was 18 and stuff. But other than that, I just kind of hopping around and getting used to it. Not having parents, anyways. You don't have anybody to discipline you, anyways, growing up. So
Yeah.
you just end up out here still.
Yeah. So, is your mom
Yeah.
still out there? Your mom's out there just on the street?
Yeah. So my mom comes around sometimes. She likes to do her own thing in town. I don't really like to be in her business. I don't like when she's in my business. We butt heads a lot. So, and it's not because like it's not because we hate each other or anything. It's just kind of like we don't like seeing each other in our worst states sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we let each other be for a little bit, and then when we need to see each other, we'll go ahead and link up.
Yeah. Wow. Man. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Like once addiction hits, like everybody has to go through what they have to go through. Like it'd be tough, man. Just like especially being in
Yeah.
like a relationship, like if you're in a relationship or living with family, like the addiction always comes first, right? Like that's tough.
Yeah. It does. You know, especially with this stuff, because I've done lots of drugs. You know, like acid, all this other shit, bars, lean, all this other shit, and I never got addicted to those. I was able to quit those, you know, but once I got into these, it was something completely different.
So do you have a plan to get out of your situation?
Yeah, so I've just recently started doing jobs. Got like a job. It's not a full time job. It's kind of like part time. Um, it's kind of like I pick my own hours. I get 4 hours a day, and I get to choose Circle K's around town or locally just to go stock there. And then me and my homie, we're about to start doing some yard work around here to a few of these properties and stuff. So
Yeah, I got you. So if you can, like if you
yeah.
can with if you can like what if you like tell me the story like behind what happened behind on the wall there, like what happened with the holes in the back.
We just, we had some problems. You know, it was over stupid stuff too. You know, like not even money or anything, just word of mouth to people. And that was like about a year ago. But people just get
Yeah,
pretty frustrated and they don't really care. Oh, if a life's in there or not. You know, sometimes they'll just pull up
yeah,
and they'll get it blasting, and that's how I feel a lot of times with the younger generation. They pull up and it's game over once they want to choose to do that. You know.
yeah,
Luckily, no one was hurt in that situation, but
yeah,
and it's not the first time, so I wouldn't say it scared me. You know, I've been in lots of situations, lots of robberies in Tucson. Um, ever since I was little, even you know what I mean. It's just how Tucson is. It's that's all you hear about is either robberies, carjacking, or just people getting into bullshit.
yeah, man. That must be tough. Like living way out there. You guys are pretty far.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here, man. It's just desert. We're like probably like 5 or 6 minutes from the Del Sol right here, but like some of these shelters don't even have running water. So the neighbors will come over. We'll give some water away. Um, right behind us is like a lot of homeless people that just pull up their RVs and trailers, and it's just like a little community of you know just homeless people. Really,
Yeah, got you, man. So so without self-incriminating yourself, like how do you guys survive? Like how do you make money on a daily basis to eat and like fund your habit?
uh, um, we like to go to stores and like just try to be able to get what we can, and if we can't afford it, you know, we'll figure out how to get it,
Yeah.
and that's like the thing we really can do until we get
Yeah.
jobs, or if we have food stamps, sell food stamps, and food stamps always go for half price. So even though you have 250, you're only gonna get 125 for those food stamps.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
100%. So since you've been out on the streets, we'll finish off pretty quick. Like if you could just hit me with a story of since you've been homeless, what the craziest situation you've been through or seen, and then if we could just finish off with like a tour of your like inside, and then I'll let you go.
Yeah, I got you. So me personally, I got chased down about like a year ago, and these motherfuckers, they got me with a 380 right here, my leg, right there. You can't really see the hole, but and that was over just one blue.
Damn.
It's like a hole right here, and yeah, that was just over one blue, man. And there was no talking to him. It was just like the person was already gone. Pull strap out. All my homies were behind me, just running, and I'm trying to run, and it's just he's trying to get one of us. Ends up getting me in my lower shin. Um, yeah, that's probably the craziest one. I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy though. You know, I've seen people get stabbed at Tohono. I've seen people get shot up, blasted at Circle K's around here. 7-Eleven over by St. Mary's. I've seen a fool get his head beaten with a bat over some blues. Um, Crazy shit, bro. Like
Man.
there's shit that traumatizes you sometimes. You know, you do see flashbacks of it.
Yeah, it affects you. Yeah. So last question before the inside tour.
Yeah.
Like I'm just really curious about the blues. When you're in need of them, what withdrawal symptoms do you experience? Like, do you have?
Me personally, chills. I can't stand still. I'll have chills, and you know I'll be rubbing my legs like this, trying to figure out. You know, I'll eat candy if I can, something to try to raise my dopamine real quick, just a quick hit of dopamine. But then it starts to get to your brain and your mental, and then you just fucking start. Sometimes you know you start looking on the ground, and then you start thinking, you know, maybe I could just go jack some shit down the street real quick and be quick with it, and no one will catch me, hopefully. And that's usually the worst situation. That's when a lot of the homies get caught, or you get yourself caught. Um, even like I've seen people get so far into the withdrawal systems where they're snot, throwing up, shitting themselves, you know, and they just go find somebody with one blue, and if they can get that blue, they're gonna pull out something to get that one blue on you, bro, and they'll get your ass.
Yeah, man, I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember just being so
Mm.
desperate. Like, I know what you mean by your mind starts racing, and then you start thinking of anything like the quickest lick, right? The quickest thing. Like we're so desperate, man. I remember that so well. I know. Man, I really hope like these jobs that you like these jobs, these gigs, these hustles, man. I really hope something falls in place for you. Um, we'll talk more. Like we
Thank you.
text, we text and all that. So we'll talk more as to what you
Yeah.
need, and I'll see what I could do for you, man. You know what I mean?
And yeah, thank you. Yeah, that would help a lot, man. Because you know, me and my homies, we do talk about it a lot every day. You know, and we're like, man, we really do need to get off these at some point. Because you can just walk into the mirror, look at the mirror one day, and just notice like, fuck, dog, it's not that's not me. It doesn't look
Yeah,
like me, but it's me.
yeah, 100%. Like you already
I'm a
experienced.
I got two kids, so
Oh, what was that? It cut out.
I said I'm a father. I have two kids. I have two daughters. So like that when you got kids, it hits a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah. Are they? Are your kids with your mom? With their mom?
Mm. Yeah, they're with their mom, thankfully, you know, and she's got her stuff together. She's very, you know, very responsible, and once I get my stuff together, you know, obviously, that's I want to be able to see them when I have something to offer them.
Yep, yep. Now,
Mm.
yeah. Now you like now you have something to like life like when you have kids. I don't have any kids, but now you have something to live for, right? You have like another life to provide. So that's a lot of motivation right there, man. And it'll happen for you, man. We'll make it work for you. Um yeah, let's take a tour of like inside. Show me what you guys show us what you guys are working with.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, the homies like to tag up and shit sometimes, so we be tagging up the roof and stuff.
Oh man, it's like it's cutting out.
My
Yeah, it was
bad. I
cutting.
locked my phone.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, it was cutting out. So if you can, just like sit down where you were,
It,
and then
you're back in?
yeah, I
Yeah.
could hear you. I just can't see you now. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Yes. Yeah, the cam's back on.
Yeah, camera's not working.
Right here. Hold up.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
it's
see
gotta
something.
come back on.
There we go. There we go.
It's cause the rain. I don't know if you can hear it. The rain, another fucking rainstorm just started coming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, man.
But yeah. So basically, we just got this whole area. Again, around here, we got one mattress back here. We got one mattress over here where my homie sleeps. I sleep right here, which is like just a little. There's a table. It's not even a bed. It's just two tables put together. And at night, I lay down blankets, a few pillows, and I get down like that, try to sleep. We got the mini fridge set up over there. It holds enough, but it's a mini fridge, so you gotta choose what you want. Some shit rots before you can eat it. And
Yeah,
then just right out front, fucking, you have the opening to the garage. We got like a tarp and shit, so some of the cold air doesn't get out,
yeah,
or the hot air doesn't get out. And then we got the mountains and shit.
got you.
But other than that, yeah, just a few beds, a carpet. We got the heater, and the heater doesn't really work unless it's in like a 5 foot radius. So sometimes at night
Yeah,
we're like right there trying to smoke, trying to get some next to and just chill. But
yeah,
it works, man. It works. It's definitely sleeping under the bridges or sleeping under a tree, having security bother you all night. That shit sucks, man. And you barely get any sleep out on the streets, bro. Here I can at least get a little bit of sleep.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, you got you're even though you're in your situation right now, like you're still blessed, right? You still have some walls, you still have a ceiling, like a roof, and you got something to stop the wind, the rain. It could always be worse. I'm
Yep.
sure you've experienced worse.
Yeah.
You guys, you're
Oh
definitely
yeah.
blessed right now, bro. You're blessed, and your story's not over. So just remember that.
Yep. Yep. No, it's not. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Well, yeah, thank you, brother, for talking to me. And yeah, we'll keep in touch, and we'll get you on.
Mm.
We'll get you on a little bit
Yeah.
later down the road for an update, and we'll keep talking and all that. So I just want to thank you, brother. Really nice talking to you.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime, and thank you, for getting a hold of me and responding. I know you got a lot of shit you're doing, a lot of busy. I, I just know the volume of addicts. It's not no small thing. It's a big volume of addiction that there is right now, and I'm just glad to be able to, bring my story to it.
Awesome, brother. All right, Mike. Well, it's good talking to you, man. And you have a good day, brother. Talk to you soon.
You too, bro.
All right, peace.
Later.